Am I the a-hole for cutting off my daughter after she slept with her sister's husband? Oh, posted to posted to r/am I the a-hole relationships on July 3rd, 2026. Damn, this one's fresh. I, 59 female, have 2 daughters, Emma, 35 female, and Chloe, 33 female. Emma has been married to her husband, 36 male, for 11 years, and they have 2 children together. No, not the kids. Oh, that's terrible. Chloe has been married to her husband, 34 male, for 8 years, and they have 1 5-year-old son. Damn. So not only are there kids involved in the affair side, but also like the person, like there's kids on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dear Lord. How do you explain that to your kids growing up? About 6 weeks ago, Emma called me just after midnight, completely hysterical. She told me she'd suspected for months that her husband was hiding something. He'd become distant, constantly guarding his phone, and was always finding excuses to stay late at work. That night, after he fell asleep beside her, she looked through his phone for the first time. She found years of explicit messages between him and Chloe. The affair had been going on for almost 4 years. That's like half the time that Chloe's been married. Four fucking years? Oh my God. Oh, Beans is licking his paws at the doorway. Oh my God. Emma was devastated. She kept asking me how her own sister could do this to her. A few days later, we were at my brother's birthday party when Emma confronted Chloe outside. Ooh. Not the place to do that. I mean, I get it, but not the place. Chloe denied everything at first and insisted Emma had misunderstood. When Emma said she'd read the messages herself, Chloe completely fell apart. She started crying, admitting the affair, and kept repeating, "I don't know why I did it. I'm so sorry. It was the biggest mistake of my life." Okay, it's really not if you, like you're really not that sorry and you don't think it's the biggest mistake of your life if you've been doing this for 4 fucking years. Oh yeah, Emma asked how 4 years could possibly be a mistake. Chloe had no answer. No, for real. How like holy copium. You can't be like, it's the biggest mistake of my life that I've been doing for 4 years. Like, shut up. Nah, bro, you're just a really fucking bad person. But I will say at the brother's birthday party is crazy. Like, can you imagine being OP's brother? Like, yes, I get to celebrate my birthday. It's such a good day. And then like his nieces are having a whole meltdown because one of them is cheating on the other, because one of them is sleeping with the other's husband. Like, The argument escalated into a screaming match. Chloe tried to slap Emma. What? Why the fuck is Chloe slapping Emma? Emma should be slapping Chloe. Chloe tried to slap Emma, but several relatives stepped in before she could. Chloe's husband quietly took their son home after realizing what had happened. Oh yeah, poor that husband is innocent too, bro. Damn. Within days, he told Chloe he wanted a divorce. Emma also filed for divorce after her husband admitted everything. Chad, what if we make this more messy and... Chat, what if this gets more messy and Emma and Chloe's husband get together? Holy insane story. I hope that's not where this is going. I don't think that's the answer at all. After it all came out, Chloe called me 82 times in one day. I answered once because I hoped she was calling to explain herself. Instead, she cried the entire time, begging me not to abandon her. She said she'd already lost her husband, was probably going to lose shared custody of her son, and couldn't bear losing her mother too. She said she knew she didn't deserve forgiveness, but begged me not to hate her forever. I told her I couldn't look at her the same way anymore. I said this wasn't one decision. It was years of lying to her sister, her husband, and the rest of us. No, for real. I think that is, don't get me wrong, cheating in and of itself is bad and terrible, but like cheating in like a moment of weakness is, while still bad, not as bad as cheating for 4 years fucking straight. And also, like, if that's the case, like, why did, like, I don't know, I guess they didn't say the ages of the other kids, but, like, why continue to stay married to these people and cheat for 4 years? Like, dude, like, that's longer than most relationships last. And if you're doing it for 4 years straight, like, at that point, you guys are probably into each other. You should get divorced anyways. I told her I loved her because she's my daughter, but I didn't want contact with her for the foreseeable future. Since then, I've ignored every attempt she's made to reach out. This is where my family thinks I'm wrong. My sisters say Chloe has already lost everything. Her marriage, her relationship with her sister, many of her friends, and likely the family she's dreamed of giving her son. They say she's genuinely remorseful, has started individual therapy, and isn't trying to justify what she did. They argue that if a mother won't stand by her child after they've hit rock bottom, who will? I mean, I think that should just say everything about how much they fucked up. And like, hey, dog, Chloe has already lost everything. Yeah, and that's her fault. I'm kind of with OP. Like, part of her punishment is, hey, bro, I'm going with the sibling that didn't cheat. Didn't betray their own sister for 4 years. I'm sorry you have a problem with that. Maybe you should have thought about that before you cheated with your sister's husband for 4 years. They also reminded me that cutting Chloe off means my grandson is growing up without his grandmother, even though he's done nothing wrong. I understand all of that, but every time I think about welcoming Chloe back in my life, I picture Emma reading those messages alone in the middle of the night, realizing that 2 of the people she trusted most had been lying to her for years. Yeah, bro, Emma's gonna need some insane therapy after this. Holy shit. And like, I think if the mother was forgiving of Chloe, that would just make Emma push OP away. You know, why push away why create any reason for distance with the person who needs the most support and did nothing wrong versus the person who threw a whole fucking nuclear, instead of the person who threw a whole fucking nuclear warhead into the entire family? I don't know if I can move past that. My family says I'm punishing Chloe forever for something she already deeply regrets. I feel like I'm simply refusing to pretend it never happened. Am I the a-hole? I know a lot of people are used to seeing cheating posts and always thinking they're fake, but what would you do if you were in my shoes? Kind of an interesting way to end that, but okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys know me. I'm a big fan of like people enduring the consequences that the actions that they took. Sorry. You guys know me. I'm a firm believer of like enduring the consequences of the actions that you took when it comes to doing people absolutely insanely dirty to an unforgivable level. I feel like this is it. I feel like this is another case when like Chloe should be unforgivable from every side of the family. Like I would even argue that, hey, maybe you should evaluate if you want to keep around the family that are like giving her a free pass. Cause what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? You're like, oh, she's remorseful and like really sad about what she did, even though she did it for 4 fucking years to the people that she's supposed to be the most loyal to. Her husband and her sister. I'm sorry, I don't think we should just like breeze by that. I don't think there should be like a time frame on when I can forgive you for doing that. Like, that is an insane breach of trust that nobody should get back from. Emma should never forgive them, and I don't think OP should. Like, this is OP's family that she is lighting a bomb in. The grandchild can still be in the picture. That's how I feel too, Elster Stairs. Like, I think OP should go out of their way to be like reaching out to the husband of Chloe and being like, hey, I've cut off Chloe. I'm sorry for what she did to you. We do not condone that. I would still love a relationship with my grandchild if possible. You know? Like, you should have that level of a relationship with that in-law, in my opinion. Sarby, that is her daughter? Okay. I still stand on business, bro. Don't get me wrong, my mind went AWOL. I'm not saying it'll be easy, but like what? Oh, it's her daughter? She should just look that off? I don't know, bro. I know it's controversial. I know a lot of people didn't agree with me on being like, hey, I don't think that guy who was kicked out at 16 should have forgiven his dad. I think it's the same thing here, bro. Like, I think it's just like, do you really want to give that person another chance in your life when they did you so ungodly dirty, doing something that I feel like doesn't deserve forgiveness? I don't know, bro. I mean, listen, if you were in the same situation and you want to do that, that's fine, bro. I can't stop you. But I'm going to sit here and tell people, especially OP in this situation, hey, you're not making the wrong choice in wanting to cut her off forever. I really don't care that it's her daughter. Like, that makes everything worse. I agreed with you, Sarby, and I agree here. Bro, Katana, people are going to come after us, bro. The YouTube comments did not like that one. Yeah, Emma, Katana, exactly. Emma is her daughter too. Exactly. Like, you got to go with the daughter who's the victim here, not the daughter that is the one that caused the issues. Okay, Rainbow Gravestone, I'm a little bit with you, but maybe not as aggressively. Maybe not as aggressively, Rainbow Gravestone. I do think if people actually want their opinions to be taken seriously, they have to come to the streams. Because like at the end of the day, there are so many edits that we have to make the like long form videos engaging. You just can't get the same vibes and the same like nuance that comes out of the conversations here. Like even with my mind went AWOL, listen, I'm not saying that you as a mom, I can't imagine having to choose between my boys. For sure. Like that is the context that like I think like, I'm not saying that you're wrong necessarily. My mind went AWOL, but me personally, I would encourage OP to not contact Chloe. Bare minimum low contact, but like Chloe shouldn't be coming to family functions. Chloe should get no prioritization over Emma. And like for a while, Chloe should endure no contact because she committed an action that should result in drastic consequences. And I think this is just part of it. And I also think OP's priority should be helping Emma heal and helping Emma feel secure And there's nothing that's going to make Emma feel more insecure in her support system right now than if the mother just goes, well, Chloe's my daughter. I guess I got to still keep in contact with her and still hear her out. Like, if anything, I think it really would come down to, like, how does Emma feel about you contacting Chloe, right? Like, I'm sure she doesn't feel great about it. For a while, absolutely, just not forever. I don't know, man. I think if there's ever a forever stamp on this, this is it. I'm not saying that you have to do that, right? Like, I think that's the thing that people were getting so up in arms with about, like, the me saying that he shouldn't, like, whatever, is like, I was just saying me personally, bro. Like, if my friend comes up to me and they're a victim in any case, I'm encouraging them to, like, hard cut it off. Because if you don't, then you are just leaving open availability for somebody to, like, do that to you again or do you dirty again, you know? Like, I'm just of the firm belief, if someone shows you their true colors, cut them out. Cut them out. If someone does you wrong, they're not owed forgiveness from you. And, like, even though what Chloe did was not directly to OP, it did directly affect OP. Like, this is a bombshell in their family that just went off that complicates OP's life. Chloe wasn't just doing Emma wrong, she was doing everybody else wrong in that family. Most importantly, y'all, like, I feel bad for these kids, man. Yeah, when people show you who they are, believe them. That's how I feel, Bouncy Ball. I get that some people can change and whatnot. Like, I'm not saying that that's not possible, but I think it's just safer to not go about, like, letting people who do crazy, heinous shit like what Chloe did or what that dad from that previous story did. I just don't think, as the people who were abused, you should just, like, hands washed, back in my life. Like, you're basically just giving them another opportunity to betray you. And they might not. They might not betray you, but I think that's just a waste of your time, and I would encourage anybody to not do that. If she could do something like this, she could do anything. That's how I feel too, Cottonmouth Queen. This is just, to me, it just feels very indicative of, like, this is just how she operates. Chloe really tried to downplay her actions and try to make it seem not that bad. That's how I feel, Maya. That's how I feel. I'm sorry, girl. 4 years? Insane. 4 years is evil shit. Let's look at some of these relevant comments, chat. Let's take a look at them. Oh my God, guys, I forgot to start and stop the recording. I know somebody reminded me and I totally fucking forgot. Sorry, editors. My bad. I might, honestly, render this out separately for them because this is going to be the only story. I might as well, actually, because I'm on the right computer to be doing that for them. Okay, Commodore 1. Sorry, relevant/top comments. Commodore 1. Not the a-hole. She's not genuinely remorseful. She's sad she got caught and is facing consequences. Ding, 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 ding. Can't you have a relationship with your grandson via his father? Tell your sisters to mind their own businesses between you and your daughters, nothing to do with them. Agreed. Also, question if you should talk to those sisters still. OP, I can kind of have a relationship with him, but the problem is that he wants his child to grow up closer to his own family who lives in another city rather than his ex-wife's family. Damn. I mean, based off of that, I think even if you did have Chloe, even if you did keep contact with Chloe, you probably still wouldn't have this child in your life. Like, I think all you can really do is reach out to him and just really communicate to him that like you do not condone what Chloe did and you would love to still have a relationship with the grandson, you know? I think that's all you can do in this situation, man. Commenter 2, I mean, I personally can't think of anything my kid would do that would cause me to cut her off permanently, but I would probably take a break for a while to organize my feelings. Wait, so if y'all's kids like committed murder, that wouldn't like do it for y'all? Because low key for me, I think that would do it for sure. For sure. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, that is such a crazy thing to say. What if they're a pedophile? No, for real. Oh, how the great descent from beans. Oh, let's see it, chat. Sorry, we got to do it. We got to do it. Oh, oh, oh. Wow, what a big caboose. Just like his dad. Hi, Beans. Oh, yeah, you flick that tail, baby. You flick that tail, Mr. Beans. What a sweet guy. What a sweet guy. Hi, Sam. Sam, I just saw your text on my iPad. I will respond to that. This probably is my only story that I'm going to read because Marie's coming here pretty soon. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right, Ninetail. Sorry, I should have specified that. Depends on the reason for murder, like killing their abuser. For sure. For sure. I should specify, like, if they were like a serial killer like Jeffrey Dahmer, I'd probably be like, hey, no. And like, low-key, guys, call me crazy. This probably gets pretty damn close to it as well. If I had 2 kids and one of my kids slept with my other kid's husband for 4 years. Not 1, not 2, not 3, nope, actually, sorry, I fucked that up. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. I'm sorry, that level of disrespect is crazy. If it had been maybe, I would still be pissed. But if it had been, we had a moment of weakness, we slept together, we confronted our partners and told them, and now we're going to like, you know, go to therapy and figure out like why I did this or whatever, then I see that. I see that. But fucking 4 years? 4 years? How could you ever trust that daughter ever again, bro? By the way, Sam, hope stream has been fun. It has been fun. It has been fun. Chat always makes stream fun. There is 10,000% nothing that could happen that would make me willing to cut off my grandkid. What Chloe did was unforgivable, but I would ask you, how would you feel if something happened to Chloe right now? How would you feel? If you don't feel anything, then have your answer. If you don't feel anything, then you have your answer about what you want to do. Okay, this is like dumb and high-key manipulative. Am I crazy for saying that, chat? Like, this is what your mom says to you when they're like deeply unhealed and they're like, well, what if I died tomorrow and you went to bed mad at me and you weren't willing to concede to what my demands because you're stubborn and you don't listen, and if you went to bed and I died tomorrow. Like that is the most insanely like manipulative comms from probably like what I just described as like a mother who would do this to their kid. And also, like, their reading comprehension is just, like, at 0 for me, because at no point did OP say that she wanted to cut off her grandkid. I never got that read. I never got a read that was like, fuck Chloe and fuck seeing my grandkid anymore. Like, she was genuinely like, okay, I would definitely love to see my grandkid. That'd be pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. What did OP reply to that? It depends on what happens to her. If she's struggling with her mental health or got into an accident, I would obviously come help her like a mother would. I admit I might have been harsh when I told her the foreseeable future, but I was thinking of my daughter Emma and how she would be feeling right now. I love both my daughters equally from the moon and back, but I'm just torn at this decision. Okay, really? Your love wasn't a little bit tainted by one of your daughters doing the other one dirty? Like, I think it's okay to be like, okay, this is my daughter and there will be some love here, but like, you can diminish love. Like, you can, like, I genuinely would kind of see this as cheating, chat. Oh, shit. Hold on, guys. Yeah, let me just keep going here. Commenter 3, not the a-hole. You have a daughter that has been completely destroyed by her own sister and her own husband. She's the one that needs your support, not the one that chose to cheat on her husband with her own sister's husband. She made the conscious decision for 4 years. That's not forgivable in my eyes. She made the decision. She can face her own consequences. I'm sure her soon-to-be ex-husband will still allow you to be part of your grandson's life. Reach out to him and let him know you are not speaking to Chloe and just be there for Emma and her kids. Opie said, thank you so much. I have reached out to him, but haven't heard anything back yet. Man, that's sad. I mean, I guess it's probably a sore spot for him. So I understand. And he's probably in such a bad place. But like, I think it is kind of not the right move to like keep your kid from their grandparent when your partner cheats. You know what I'm saying, you guys? Just sad, man. OOP responds to a long comment on if it's possible for Chloe to lose full custody of her kid because she cheated. OP said she might not. Her ex-husband wants to move far away from all of this. He wants to move to his own side of the family, which lives in a different city. It would be hard for Chloe to be there for her son unless she moves with him or gets an apartment there, which I don't think she would do unless she really wants to see her son. I mean, y'all, I'm never pro abandon your child, obviously. But like, I feel like but I feel like part of her consequences are now her relationship with her son is going to be strained no matter what. Like, bro, this kid is going to need so much therapy. There's no way he doesn't grow up and learn what happened. Right? That poor kid, bro. Like, he's going to grow up and this is going to be the story of like his parents' divorce. And it just doesn't create a very amicable situation to co-parent a kid. Commodore 4, so she would rather lose her son than move to be near him. There's nothing on this earth that would have prevented me from fighting tooth and nail to keep my kids. How far away is his family? She can absolutely file an emergency stay order to keep the kids locally until the custody is settled, and wronged by her or not. Most courts will put the children's needs first. Okay, why are we fucking arguing for her, bro? Like, girl, if I'm so sorry, like, call me fucking crazy, but I'm gonna side with the guy who just got cheated on by his wife for 4 years with his brother-in-law, right? With his wife's sister's husband. Like an absolute nuclear warhead. That also, by the way, came out at like a birthday party in front of everyone. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm siding with that guy. Like, if that guy needs to move closer to his family for support right now because his whole world's been rocked, I'm going to side with him. And low-key, if Chloe did all this shit, she's a bad person. You blew up his life. You make accommodations to him. Why are we arguing for her? Courts tend to prioritize joint custody regardless of what dad or mom thinks, unless one parent is willing to sign rights away. She needs a lawyer ASAP. If she's willing to walk away from her son without a fight, then he is better off without her. And that tells me a little bit more about her character, and it makes me less sympathetic to her than I already was. OOP said, we are in Florida and his family is in Washington. Damn. No. Okay, if there's anywhere where this story is going to happen, it's in Florida, Chad. Holy shit. That is far, too. Like, that is almost as far as you possibly can get from one end of the country to the other, man. I mean, listen, like, should Chloe still want to be in her son's life? Yes. But she kind of has to do it, in my opinion, on the husband's terms. Because if she further makes this divorce messy, and then this kid learns one day what she did, that kid is never going to talk to his mom. Washington State or DC? I'm guessing they meant Washington State. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of these comments because they're basically not the a-hole and then everything that we've already been saying. I think everybody's on the same page in the comments, though, that, like, there's no way Chloe's genuinely remorseful. Like, you can't be like, oh, I was doing this for 4 years and I'm genuinely remorseful for it. The only thing she's remorseful for is the fact that they got caught. It's as easy as that. Yeah, I don't think they're talking about Washington, D.C., chat. I think they're talking about Washington State. Oh, you're right. The only way it'd be further away if it was elastic. I mean, I think it would be further away if it was Hawaii, right? Or no, wait, is Alaska that weird thing where it like wraps around so much that it actually goes past Hawaii? Am I tripping? Wait, is somebody actually on YouTube calling this kidnapping? They'd be closer to Hawaii? I have no idea where Hawaii is. I'm not gonna lie. I have no concept of where that fucking is, bro. Hey, welcome to the stream, Hollow Demon. I didn't hear the whole thing about taking a kid to a different state is kidnapping. Like, guys, this is like the same discussion as the bucket of water thing of like, yes, technically it's kidnapping, bro. Technically her pouring a bucket of water on someone is assault. But like, are we like, really? Are we really gonna like it's nuance, chat. It's nuance of what's happening is like, to me, him being like, I need to relocate my child to a different place because now this place just reminds me, hey, my wife cheated on me for 4 years with her sister's husband. To me, like, yeah, technically it's kidnapping, but I feel like we should be like, okay, in this case, we can just chalk it up to like, bro needs to get the fuck out of this place. But yes, technically, I guess it's kidnapping, but like, I just, like, the law isn't always right, chat. I firmly believe that. All right? Just like I'm like, hey, I think it's a stretch to call this assault in this case scenario. I think it's the same thing here. Yeah, adultery is a crime too. Like, we can, I don't know. Like, if Chloe's truly remorseful, she is letting the husband move the kid to Washington and she's following them because she feels bad that she's put them in this place. If she fights for custody of her kid and like tells the courts that he's trying to kidnap the kid, she's a dickhead. Damn, we still streaming? It's only been it hasn't even been 3 hours yet, bro. What do you mean, damn, we still streaming? What I miss? You kind of missed a lot. Cops don't care about technicalities unless they can technically arrest you. Yep. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Wow, it's hot in here, Chad. Holy fuck. I forgot how hot it gets when I close my doors. But alas, my cat is a terrorist and I don't trust him out there with Marie. Chat, let's keep going. We got a really long update, comments. Oh, that's it. We just have one update and a lot of comments. Let's do it. Okay. Update July 6, 2026, 3 days later. After reading the comments on my first post, I decided I needed one final conversation with Chloe before I completely closed the door. I went to her house yesterday and expected her to be emotional after calling me 82 times in one day, but she was surprisingly calm. I asked her the one question I still couldn't understand. Why? She admitted she'd been attracted to Emma's husband for years. She said what started as admiration eventually became feelings, and over time they crossed the line. Instead of ending it, they kept convincing themselves it would be the last time. She insisted she regretted everything. I asked if she'd spoken to Emma. She told me the only contact she had was one text before Emma blocked her on everything. Emma told her she'd destroyed their family, taken away her children's stable home, and that she hoped the affair had been worth losing a sister forever because, as far as she was concerned, Chloe no longer had one. Damn, bars. Good on Emma. Emma blocked her immediately afterward. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Instead of ending it, they kept convincing themselves it would be the last time for 4 years is fucking insane. And even then, still doesn't make it okay. Like, I'm not saying that you should ever cheat. That's not what I'm saying here. But like, cheating with your sibling's partner is like way up here in terms of what could ever possibly be forgiven, right? Like, that is just, don't get me wrong, you shouldn't cheat on anybody. But if there's anybody to prioritize in the tier of not cheating with them, it should be a family member's partner. Call me crazy for that. Call me a little crazy for that. Yeah, Emma got betrayed on both fronts. No, for real. She got fucking flanked from both sides. Chloe also admitted she later waited outside the school gates hoping to speak to Emma when she came to collect the kids. Emma refused to speak with her, warned her to stay away from her and the children, and told her that if she ever approached them again, she'd regret it. Chloe left crying. Chat, I think we should also keep in mind that when this whole confrontation happened, Chloe was the one who tried to smack Emma. Like that in and of itself is crazy to me. Yeah, the argument escalated into a scream. This is from the original post. The argument escalated into a screaming match. Chloe tried to slap Emma. Like, how insane is that? Can we bring it in here for a second? You're telling me Chloe has been doing her sister absolutely dirty for 4 fucking years and is finally getting called out on it, and her reaction is to slap her sister. Like, girl, you should be telling your sister to slap you. And now we on some creepy stalker shit? Like, come on. I told Chloe her waiting outside the school was completely inappropriate regardless of her intentions. She insisted she only wanted to apologize and prove she cared about Emma. I then asked if she truly felt remorse. That's when I completely lost my patience. Instead of taking full responsibility, Chloe started telling me Emma's marriage had already been falling apart, that Emma and her husband had been drifting apart for years, and that he often confided in her. She admitted the affair was wrong, but repeatedly tried to place part of the blame on Emma, saying if their marriage had been happier, none of this would have happened. I was furious. Bro, like, this is like the fucking salon girl that we just reacted to. Can't take any responsibility or accountability for the actions that you put in place that put you in the situation that you're in. No. It's the universe. It's actually your sister's fault for not having a healthy marriage with the guy who was willing to fucking cheat on her with her sister. Like, the mental gymnastics of that is fucking insane. Like, I genuinely think, chat, it must be so blissful to be this stupid. Like, Chloe probably truly believes this because she's stupid. Like, that must just be pure bliss to not be able to take any accountability for your actions and come to the conclusion, oh yes, everything is perfectly fine because nothing is ever my fault and I am entitled to everybody else catering to me and my needs. Like, what are we talking about? Also, look at beautiful boy. Look at beautiful, handsome boy. What a regal SOB. Here, I'll move this way. Oh, look at those paws, bro. What a pribby kibby. Yeah, we're talking about you, Beans. Oh, he debating great ascent. Oh, he make great ascent. Wow. He takes his rightful place as king of the castle. Beans show booty hole. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Let me show you my cat without you guys freaking out, bro. For real. For real. Also, I need to, what is Mo Bounce saying, bro? I gotta see this shit. Okay. Oh. I thought Mo Bounce was arguing for her. I was like, what are you saying? You're good. Don't worry. You're good. They weren't doing that, Chad. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're just bringing up that there probably is some more bad blood there than just this. Sarby can't show hole, he'll get banned. Not with that attitude. No, you're right. I can't do that. Twitch would unfortunately not be too happy about that, contrary to popular belief. I honestly couldn't believe I had raised someone capable of thinking like that. I told her there's no marriage bad enough to justify secretly sleeping with your own sister's husband for 4 years. I told her I wasn't just disappointed, I was ashamed that she was my daughter. Damn! Damn! OP dropping bars. The more she tried to justify herself, the angrier I became. The conversation eventually turned to her own divorce. She talked about how difficult everything has been for her and how her husband still plans to move to Washington with their son to be closer to his family. She said she may have to move there too if she wants to stay close to him. As she spoke, I realized almost everything was about what she had lost. Her marriage, her home, her reputation, and possibly seeing her son every day. Very little of it was about Emma or the damage she had caused. Dude, this is just the fucking salon haircut situation drama from TikTok, but like on steroids. Crazy that I chose this story and chose to react to that video in the same stream. At the end of the conversation, Chloe asked if we were cool now. I told her no, we were not cool, and we might never be. And we might never be. I said that if I ever found it in my heart to reconcile with her, it would be on my own term. It would be on my own terms and in my own time. Not because she thought one conversation could erase 4 years of lies and betrayal. I walked out feeling angrier than when I arrived. I honestly don't know what to do anymore. I love both of my daughters, but after that conversation, I'm not convinced Chloe truly understands the pain she caused. Yeah, I think we're getting a little bit of that like entitlement that we were seeing from the hair salon girl. This is just such a worse scenario of like, I live in a world where nothing is my fault and I'm entitled to like empathy and humanity from other people, but I don't have to give that out myself. Like, at no point did I go, yeah, this person is truly someone who's remorseful for what they did. They just want, oh yeah, Sam, I watched a video on the salon drama that you were telling me about. I wanted the full story, the full gist. So we watched a video today. But yeah, like at no point did I get the gist that this person was like remorseful and that they were going to therapy to improve themselves and they were taking accountability for their actions. I just got someone who like is more remorseful that they got caught and that their life is blowing up because of it. But at no point have they stepped back and been like, oh, that was my fault. Kai needs to explain the actions of her dog because Chloe is evil. No, for real. Kai, what the fuck? Clearly, this is about Kai's dog. Wait, would that make Kai OP? Chat, let's check for any relevant comments here. Oh, shit. Okay, Commodore 1. Why does the other woman always believe my marriage is falling apart? I'm not actually close to my wife. Bullshit. Every single time. We all know this man would have happily remained in his marriage with his side chick sister-in-law forever if Emma didn't find him out. Hell, he's probably begging Emma in text to give him another chance and that Chloe means nothing to him. Tale as old as time, but the women keep falling for it. Baffling. OP says, I'm pretty sure there might be a final part 3. I'm not sure how many parts I can keep making before Reddit says otherwise. Emma and her husband did have some problems, but they were mostly, if not always, minor and nothing serious. I'm still trying to process how it was going on for 4 years without anyone knowing. Oh, no, it's one of those accounts, chat. No! No! Rats, bro. Wait, people deem this not enough info. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of not the a-holes, though. Damn, bro, she can't drop that gas and like, hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up their user real quick. Okay, nothing yet. This is what we just read, I think. Okay. Nothing yet, y'all. Nothing yet, but we got to keep an eye on it. Because this is crazy. I feel like more is going to come out here too, chat. I'm still confused at why, commenter 2, I'm still confused at why Emma's husband's behavior changed all of a sudden if it was going on for 4 years. Why did he suddenly become cagey, defensive, and hiding his phone if it's been going on for the last 4 years? OP replied, because Emma was all of a sudden curious and had a feeling he was cheating on her. I think he sensed that and didn't want the secret to be found. Commenter 3, Chloe and Emma's husbands are still seeing each other and are now free to be together. Why did they stay in their marriages if they were so unhappy? Wait, are they still seeing each other? I didn't get that message. OP, Chloe told me that her and Emma's husbands... Okay, OP replied to that saying, Chloe told me that her and Emma's husband haven't talked since. She texted him, but he never responded. Damn, bro. So, like, he's not even that into her. Oh, my God. I mean, good. Fuck Chloe. I hope both of those people never find happiness. But I was going to say, I didn't think I ever got that. Sarby's Reddit avatar is cute. The only reason I made it is because somebody commented in my subreddit that I didn't have like an accurate looking like avatar or whatever. And so we made one on stream a while back. And then I responded to them and I was like, check now. Sorry, guys. I got to make sure my pretty girl hasn't said anything else in chat. I can't be missing my pretty girl's chats. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not reading all that. I'm so sorry. I feel like there's nothing in this paragraph that they're saying that we haven't already said. Okay, let's read this because I think this is what OP is replying to. Commenter dropped a whole blurb. I don't want to read it. I'm pretty sure we've said all of this, but at the end, they said, what was her father like? Sorry if this is too personal. You don't have to answer. I'm just trying to figure out where she might get it from. I'm a little worried that your family is going too easy on her. I hope they aren't trying to guilt or shame Emma for not wanting to have anything to do with Chloe. OP replied, my husband passed away about 7 years ago, but when he was alive, he did give Chloe special treatment because she was the baby of the family. I treated both my daughters equally, and we often had fights about Chloe due to unfairness and etc. He would do things like make Emma share what was supposed to be hers and give half to Chloe. Give Chloe bigger or better items because he didn't want to upset her. We did divorce later on due to something else unrelated, but that did play a huge part. I did try my best to be fair to both my kids, and I genuinely think I was. I'm not trying to blame my late husband here, but I'm just saying that... Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to blame my late husband here. I'm just saying what he was like. Okay, so it sounds like your husband treated Chloe like the golden child, and that she was entitled to anything of Emma's. Kind of like how she felt entitled to Emma's husband for 4 years. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna read what Vanilla Coke here straight. Sorry, I'm just gonna read what Vanilla Coke here. I need to end stream. I can't speak. My mouth is so dry. I'm making a fool of myself. Let me try that again. I'm gonna read what Vanilla Coke said here. If she doesn't want to blame her late husband, I'll do it. No, for real. For real. Like, we're connecting the dots, girl. Okay? Your husband always forcing Emma to share what was hers with Chloe probably low-key gave Chloe the subconscious thought that anything that Chloe had was hers to take. Because that's what she did here. Hey, what up, Cord Jester? I don't know if you've been here the whole time. I apologize. I haven't noticed you. I apologize for my username. No, don't apologize, Vanilla Coke. I can't speak. I need to be taken out back behind the barn and put down old Yeller style. Apparently, I can say that really fast, easily, but I can't. You guys know what it is. Every once in a while, just during streams when I've been talking a lot, I just...